quick. Kind of sitting out here, waiting for the missus. You guys hear the air going on, obviously. I got the air conditioning running. But I wanted to talk really quick about some people's position on the whole Boost Infinite and, you know, the $60 Infinite iPhone Access plan, and then you have, what's the other one? You have the Unlimited Plus, and you have the regular Infinite. People want to know generally what's up with these plans. But before I do that, I'll show you guys real quick. The leftover remnants of the thunderstorm last night. Kind of crazy, right? Pretty crazy. Got like big puddles of water around and stuff like that. Only because thunderstorm rolled through this morning. Anyways, all right, so let's talk Boost Infinite real quick before my phone heats up and it's like, oh, it's too hot. I know some people are like mad sketchy about Boost Infinite because, you know, they've always promoted that it's just one plan, infinitely better. $25 for unlimited talk and text and data. Of course, it's 30 gigs of priority data access. But, you know, now we're starting to see like different plans pop up. You know, you have the Unlimited Plus plan that's $50 a month, and that gets you an iPhone 14 on them. And, you know, the Unlimited Talk and Text, and the North America Connect add-on, and the International Connect add-on. And, you know, so you're like, okay, you know, you're getting a little bit more for double the price, 25 bucks on top of 25. Makes it 50, right? Plus you get an iPhone 14 on them, or a Moto Edge Plus 2022 was given at the time for the Android side of things. So, anyways, now you have this infinite iPhone access plan that's 60 bucks a month, and it seems like that the plan itself is just giving you basic 25 infinite unlimited access plan. So not getting the North America Connect and none of that stuff, but you know, it costs $10 more than the Unlimited Plus. So it's a bit confusing. It's even confusing to me. Like, I'm just wondering, like, exactly, you know, what are the perks here? Now, Peter Adderton dropped on Twitter stating that one of the things about this infinite iPhone access plan is that you're committing to a 3-year contract over the device, right? Because they're financing device financing 36 months, right? That's 3 years. So if it's a 3-year commitment and a $25 base price for, like, you know, the infinite unlimited access, then what are you really getting? Well, you're paying for the iPhone. That's really what it is. You're paying for the iPhone, and you're able to upgrade to a newer iPhone every year. So I don't know how I feel about that. But don't get me wrong, I like Boost Infinite, okay? I like the services. The service is great. As far as for me being on the AT&T side, the services have been great. Had no issues. Have no issues other than it can't calculate my data usage correctly. That's about the only issue that I have. So there's nothing really against, you know, network connectivity being on the AT&T side. I can't speak for the Dish side. The T-Mobile side is decent as well. So I had Boost Mobile on the T-Mobile network access, and it did just fine. You know, I understand that the company still has a long ways to go. It's got much that it needs to do, as far as, you know, becoming a real contender against the likes of AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon. So it's got its ways to go. A lot of their decision makings is questionable. I'll give it that. You know, there's things about what they do that I feel like is just weird. So some of the things they do is questionable. Of course, it's like a puzzle that, you know, has not been completed. Well, let's take that analogy back. It's more like in a Rubik's Cube, that they're trying to get all the colors lined up on each side correctly, and they're still trying to, you know, fiddle through everything to get it right. That's how I feel like the best way I would describe Boost Infinite at this current stage in what it is, right? They got a ways to go. They got a long ways to go. And, you know, I still believe in the company's ability to grow and to present something that is, you know, definitely going to help us out. Definitely going to, you know, put a leash on the other MNOs out there. and ultimately be competitive. That's really what I want. That's what I want with anything, with both the postpaid and the prepaid market. Is just competition to yield better pricing for all of us. Yeah, they're trying to find a way to be competitive. You know what I mean? As much, and I don't know, I guess I kind of felt bad yesterday after the live stream, because I think, like I kind of went in on Boost Infinite about the iPhone Infinite Access plan. But, I don't want, like I said, I don't want people to have this bad taste in their mouth thinking like, oh, well, you know what, because I highlighted that, the offer may change at any given time that they choose to change it, that, you're going to get screwed, because they're not the only ones that do it. T-Mobile has that in their clause. So does Verizon. So does, all these companies do. All these companies have that. And, we're being realistic about things. You know what I mean? I think it's a pretty good option for iPhone users. I really do think it is. I mean, why not, the 3-year commitment is a 3-year commitment. It's not over time. It's just, the length of you having the device. I mean, for those that are like, well, I don't want to commit for 3 years, pay off the phone and then you're no longer committed. Minus the device financing with Boost Infinite, there is no contractual time that you have to be with them. There is no contractual time. You can leave at any given point that you feel like it. Take your number and go, or just leave. Just cancel your account and go. They're not going to hound you on that. So the only contractual thing you will have is for the device itself, or device over time and everything like that. That's one thing. Before I continue on to that subject, I want to make something clear to people. I don't work with them anymore, right? So when people are trying to talk to me to get some insight, I'm not going to talk to my former coworkers and put their jobs at stake to get info from them, so that way I can make videos. I'm just going to make videos, over the coverage and the way that Boost Infinite works. That's all I'm going to do. And of course, when there's new news that drops and everything like that, I don't have the insights anymore to see exactly what they're doing, because obviously all my logins and everything are turned off. They have to. It's for security purposes. They don't want me to have access to all that stuff. No longer being employed by them and everything. That would be really weird, for them to keep me connected to that, when, especially, with the cyber attack that happened. They're definitely really watching out security-wise for a lot of the things that happen on their end. This is why they're also very finicky about, social media influence and stuff. They watch a lot of social content creators. They do. They watch them closely to see what they're saying and where they're getting their information from. Of course, to answer another question that I did get on the side, am I kicked out of the Boost partnership program, which means that am I no longer going to be getting any featured Celero devices? And the answer to that question is yes, I am kicked out of the partnership program, only because they kicked me out of the partnership program when I started working for them. As being an employee, I'm not allowed to get a free device to review, because I am not allowed to review any of their devices. So when I was working for them, now things has changed. So that's really up to the Boost partner program. If they decide hey, if they find out that I'm no longer employed by Dish Wireless and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, we can send them a device. It's totally up to them. But technically, I'm officially not part of that program anymore. So I wouldn't be expecting any future Celero device unboxings and reviews unless I decide to go out and buy it myself, which, if it seems something that people want to know, then yeah, I would go out and buy it. Celero devices they're not bad. They're really not. The Celero 5G Plus is a pretty awesome device. My daughter's using it. It's her phone now. I gave it to her since I wasn't allowed to make review videos on it. And like I said, I have a Boost Infinite family plan, so I have 4 active lines on my Boost Infinite account. So my daughter has one of the lines and she's using it, and she's using it with her, the Celero 5G Plus. She enjoys it. Big display for her to play her Fortnite and all those other games that she plays. She makes content on YouTube herself, so big enough screen for her to edit using CapCut. She likes using that app to edit her videos, and she really thoroughly enjoys the phone. And yesterday she was all in shock because she found out the phone wirelessly charges. And I put it on one of my wireless chargers because all the other chargers I had in my room, my kids were using, and she was like, oh, my phone's going to be dead before school tomorrow. And I'm like, put it on my wireless charger. And she put it on there, and she saw the screen pop saying it was charging. So now she's running around talking about my phone can charge without a cable, and showing my oldest daughter that. My oldest daughter's like, why isn't my phone wireless charge? Because it doesn't have wireless charging. My oldest daughter has the Moto G Stylus 2022. She has that phone. I gave it to her. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. Hashtag ADHD moments if you're watching this live. Hashtag ADHD problems if you're watching the replay. So when you kind of think about it, a lot of the other plans that Boost Infinite has, if you notice, all of them really just has to do with a device being included in it, right? If you strip away the device promos, the free device, or whatever they're offering, then it comes down to $25. I notice my data graph is stuck at 9.9 gigabytes. The rep in chat doesn't seem to know the help. Yeah, because it's something that the engineering team has to get on. Those that engineer and build the app are the ones that have to get on it. And it's literally just basically having the app basically be able to talk with the governing system software that they use to give that information back, because it's on. Yeah, it's just weird. It's weird. Boost Infinite, like I said, there's a long way to go. Today I opened up my Boost Infinite app and it says I use 0.4 gigabytes of data. And I know that's a healthy load of bullshit. I know I use more than data, being off Wi-Fi. When I'm at home, I'm always on Wi-Fi. When I'm away from home is when I use data. Like right now, I'm using the Boost Infinite AT&T data. So however the stream looks is based upon AT&T. And yes, it is QCI 9 priority access. So it's not the same type of priority access that AT&T postpaid customers has. This is why if you're on the AT&T and T-Mobile side, you are MVNO. You are an MVNO Boost Infinite customer. If you're on Dish native 5G, you are on Dish MNO. You're on their network, not anybody else's network. Now, that is also the difference between. So of course your network quality is going to be a little bit odd. Now AT&T QCI 9 is not really that bad. It's not terrible or trash or anything like that to that extent, depending on where you're at. It'll work out just fine. All it really means is that if I'm in this parking lot and say every car here has one person inside of it with a phone and everybody has an AT&T network accessed phone, if more than half the parking lot is let's say Boost Infinite on AT&T, and there's maybe like 10 or 15 people that are AT&T postpaid, if the network is congested, they are going to have the priority access straight up. So hi, I'm new here. Hi, welcome here. So anyways, that's the reason why I wanted to go live real quick, is just to talk to everyone and let them know that, while I did have some things to say about Boost Infinite and it sounded so negative, the Infinite Access iPhone plan is really not that bad of a plan, especially comparing it to what you're going to get out there from, compared to like different providers. So you're talking about T-Mobile and what they're going to offer for the iPhone 15. You're talking about, what AT&T and Verizon's going to be offering for the iPhone 15. But again, I want to emphasize something so people understand, like this offer on the iPhone Infinite Access plan. It's up to $1,000. Okay, so if you get like the iPhone 15 Pro and say the base model of it, I don't know what the pricing is on those because I didn't watch the Apple event all the way. But let's just hypothetically say that it was $900 for it. So plus taxes, you're looking at paying like $998. Then you're good, right? You're only gonna be paying the $60 a month for the iPhone, the Infinite iPhone Access plan. You're only gonna pay $60 a month plus taxes, which taxes are very small. They're not that insanely huge like it is, like let's say with Google Fi, which is odd. But anyways, let's say you go for the iPhone 15 Pro, 512 gigabyte model, which comes out to like $1,100. Well, then of course you're going to be paying $100 on top of the $60 because it's the difference. It's the difference of $1,000 taken off leaves you with $100. So you're going to be you're gonna be paying like a little bit over $60 just for it. To be trying to get that right. So anyways, yeah, you'll be paying a little bit more than $60, maybe like $67, maybe $70, maybe like $10 more, whatever it may be. But yeah, it's it's actually pretty decent when you really think about it. With all the things being said about the Infinite iPhone Access plan and all that other stuff, right? It's actually pretty decent. So yeah, definitely. Of course, you know, you gotta have decent credit. Subject to credit. Subject to credit check. So they will run your credit. So just be aware of that. It's not like, I don't know. Some people get the cross confusion because Boost Mobile prepaid. They expect things sold on Boost Infinite to be treated in the same way that, you know, Boost Mobile prepaid sells their devices and promos their devices. It's nothing close to that whatsoever. It is postpaid. People got to wrap their minds around that. It is postpaid service. It is postpaid just like AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile, okay? It has a little bit of a difference to it, but basically the cake flavor is the same. So got to get that thing out of your head where you think like because Boost Mobile does things a certain way, like you're entitled to it because it's Boost Mobile sister company, Boost Infinite. Like, no, that's not how it works. You know, kind of wrap that around. Okay. But at the end of the day, have they lied to everybody about the plan being $25 forever? No. Because if you strip away all the device promos and things like that, their main plan, and it's the only plan that they have, you can buy a device from them and get this plan, or you can bring your own device and get this plan. Their plan is $25 a month. The Infinite Unlimited plan is $25 a month. It has not changed. So I just kind of want to point that out. The Unlimited Plus, there are differences in that, things that are added in, which makes sense why the price would go up. And with the Infinite iPhone Access plan, you're getting an iPhone. You're getting the newest iPhone 15, any one of those models, the 15, 15 Plus, 15 Pro, 15 Pro Max. If it's, you know, over $1,000, you'll pay the difference. So like if it, like I said, it's $100 over, then what will happen is you take that $100 divided by 36, and there you go. That's what's going to be added onto your $60 monthly payment, and that's what you're going to be paying. Plus taxes. And again, the taxes aren't even bad at all. Like the taxes that I pay per month on my $25 early Infinite Access plan, which is pretty much the same charge that the regular $25 Infinite Access plan has. So I pay for my line is $30.32. And then for each of my other lines that are on the Infinite Access with no speed pass, I pay $25.26 per line. So it's 26 cents in taxes and fees on top of $25. Not a significant. I love when people hear, oh yeah, you know, taxes and fees are not included. They're like, oh my God, this is a major turnoff for Boost Infinite. It's so funny. Oh my God, I don't want to pay taxes. There's no taxes and fees with Metro. Well, yeah, but your taxes and fees could be anywhere from 25 cents to $1. You're really gonna argue over $1? Like, but I mean, everyone to each their own. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say on that. Is that the Infinite Access plan is still $25. So no, Boost Infinite didn't lie to people. They didn't switch up on everybody. The other two plans they have, that's $50 and $60. A device is involved with that plan. So I just want to make that clear. Anyways, I'm gonna go get some breakfast. So thanks for hanging out with me for like, you know, almost 20 minutes. Appreciate you guys. Also looks like that FedEx is being ridiculous again, so I don't think I'm getting my Pixel 6a today. They might deliver it tomorrow because nothing has been updated on the tracking. And what I've learned so far is that if nothing is updated on the tracking for FedEx since yesterday, means that there's some bullshit happened. Maybe it didn't leave the, you know, the FedEx warehouse at California, and so it's still the fuck over there, or they've just been lacking on scanning it. But I don't know, if I get an update here by like, you know, 10:30 that it's out for delivery, then yeah, we'll see if we get an unboxing today. Fingers crossed. But I don't think it's gonna happen today because FedEx has always been fucking up lately. So peace.